Even though it may not look it today from the outside, one look inside at what's left and you quickly realize Ed's Seafood Shed will have to be completely rebuilt. The inside of the popular restaurant on Mobile's Causeway gutted from the inside by fire, which left little untouched. Fox 10 News got a first look inside with owner Pete Blom as he and some of his key staff assess the challenges which lie ahead.
Reality is we're all confident and we're all excited and fired up for what's going to come of it, but we've spent a lot of time hugging and crying too. You know, it's tough.
Blom was out of town at the time and says he found out with an early morning phone call, and then the images on social media began pouring in. The focus right now, he says, is to help his employees through what is going to be a tough time ahead. Several industry partners have already reached out and will be putting together care packs with groceries and other supplies.
Eventually, in the next few days, we'll get them all placed in the other restaurants. The other GMs at Panini Pete's, Sunset, and Squid have all stepped up. They've reached out to Corey, and they're making plans, and they're getting people on the schedule, and we're just going to put them to work and give them their hours. And you know, whether we need them or not, they're there and they're going to be covered.
The fire broke out in the back dining room early Sunday morning. Fire investigators are still looking at the evidence, but say in a case like this, there's no guarantee a cause will be found.
The damage was so extensive. To be able to say exactly what and where the fire started is a hard thing to do, and at this point we're not there.
One piece of wood that did survive the fire with minor damage was this oar. It holds a special place in Blom's heart. The U.S. Fight or Die rowing team used the oar in a 3,000-mile race across the Atlantic. The team trained on Mobile Bay, and Blom helped raise $13,000 to help the team compete. He's now calling it the Lucky Oar and hopes it will be brought out of retirement to make another race.
You know, I called Brian, I said, you know, this thing's been through more than you realize, and I think the team needs to use it again this year as their Lucky Oar to row them across the Atlantic again, and then when we're finished rebuilding, we'll put it back on the wall.
A great story there, and a lot of optimism despite all of the damage. As for a time frame on the rebuild, Pete says that depending on the variables involved, it could be anywhere from 6 months out to even a year. Reporting live in Spanish Fort, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.